Assalamu alaikum.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
So let me quickly go through the menu settings, how it needs to be controlled. So all you have to control on this clock is using these four buttons majorly. So one is for mute, which is a sleek design mute button.
Mute.
So you would see this mute displayed here on the top. Sorry for the clarity on the screen because of the glare. But so once you have to come back from mute, just increase the volume using this roller button. So roller buttons are to increase or decrease numbers that's been showing you on the screen depending on which menu you are in. So if you have to get into the settings, or for getting into the settings for all the configurations, so just press this button inwardly inside.
The hour time setting.
So it takes you to the hour time settings. That's when the menu setting starts, and all controls can be done through using left or right. That's mean next and back buttons. So here it is. I'm just going through it again for you. Press the stop button, the set button again on the top.
The hour time setting.
Takes you to the hour time settings. So you can increase the hour or decrease the hour depending on the rolling direction. Right, so you can roll this and also press this inwardly to set this. So any settings you made, you say you have changed your date and time, anything you have changed, at the end you have to press this button inwardly. That will actually save your settings, right? So if you don't press that button and leave the clock into menu mode for a few seconds, it comes back to the home page without saving those settings. So once again, so let me go through this quickly.
The hour time setting.
So I'm just pressing the next button now
The minute time setting.
to go to minutes, and from minutes, if I have to increase the minute, I'm just rolling the top button. This is the roller button once again. So I say I set something like 20.
Gregorian year setting.
This is the Gregorian year, which you can set. So at the moment here it displays as the leap year. So when I go to 2070, it says normal year. So
Gregorian month setting.
the month setting,
Gregorian day setting.
the date setting.
Hijra date amendment.
So Hijri date is an amendment, so you don't have to set your year and month for Hijri, because which is basically taken from your Gregorian dates. The only thing you can do this as an amendment to the dates. Say your moon is not sighted today and you have to have an extra day or probably decrease a day. So you can always toggle this from, say it was 10, now I've gone to 12, so you can't increase anything more than 12. So similarly from 10 you can go -2, but not further from there. So that's the amendment, 1 or 2 days you need to do.
Selecting the country according to the international code.
So when you press next, you get into the setting of your country and city. This has been set to Singapore by default, so you can come here, roll your settings menu option to get into different countries. So Australia, Bahrain, Canada, India, Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, New Zealand, Norway, Oman, Pakistan, Philippines, South Korea, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, Switzerland, Tanzania, UAE. Coming back to UK. So UK times have been taken specifically derived from najaf.org. So it matches the najaf.org, which generally everyone in UK follows. And all the other rest of the selections are based on the home and Tehran calculation method that's been extracted and added to the clock. So in case in future, if you don't find any country listed here which is of your country, just open the SD card on your computer and just add on to it, or probably send an email to support@eAhlulbayt.com. So going forward, say from UK, I press.
Selecting the city according to the local code.
So this is where you set your city. This is a bit tricky, but we have made it simple for you. So there are different cities in the UK. They can derive from your city code, but for few countries you might not find. So just to get a clarity on that, I just want to show you on the website So go to the support center and you'll find a link to the city country codes, right? So you have all the countries listed here. So choose whichever country you want to, say for example Canada. So look at your city and the country code. So your country code is listed here, and pick your country and come back to this. This is a one-time process. You understand what your city code is according to this Azan clock.
Choosing the time rule for the praises of God.
So next is the zikr. That's one of the smart pleasing feature. By default it's been set to 4 things. Like at 00 you have, let's try what we have at 00. So this is an audio button. You have an audio alarm symbol here. So use this to enable or disable any of the audio programs on your clock. So say for example, I'll use this and show you on the screen. So at the moment the file 03 is being played when the time is say 10 a.m. 10:00. So you can set this and toggle using this button on the left, which says say you want Subhanallah when it's 10 a.m. 10:00. So you just leave it across, then go back to the next on the top.
The pre-dawn prayer.
Sorry, I'll go back again.
Choosing the time rule for
So we have set the
praises of God.
07. So now if you want to set something for 10:15, so just scroll this using the roller button, come to 10:15, or basically this is just deriving your every 15 minutes interval program. So when it's 10:15, that's an example. So you can set again using the side button. So you need Allahu Akbar when it's 10:15 or 11:15 or 12:15. So this is what it displays. So I go again next. So similarly you can go through all the 4 options. So when it's 10:30 or 11:30, similarly again 10:45 or 11:45 or so on and so forth until 11 p.m. Every 15 minutes there is zikr happening at your home.
The pre-dawn prayer.
So I'm just going through next. So this is your pre-dawn prayer timings. By default there are 8 Azan options for you. So the 5th Azan option is displayed here. So if I have to change that, again come back to this audio file button on the side. So you can increase or decrease. So you,
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad.
so you can toggle through all these options and then say next.
The noon prayer.
Similarly from Fajr to noon prayers,
The call for the sunset prayer.
sunset prayers.
The hour.
You come back to the main hour time settings. So that's the end of the menu. So all these settings, whatever you have done, at the end make sure you press the settings button. That will actually save all your options. Anything you have done, any changes you have done will actually make those changes saved on this clock. So this is the complete settings video, which can be used on a daily basis, and probably not required on a daily basis once you set up according to your understanding, which will fetch those details for you. So probably like one-time settings, and probably another clip I'll make up quickly for specific options. There are some nice features coming, and just take a look at other videos. Thank you.